Hi and hello and welcome to Live from Gallifrey.
Hello.
Well, I want to say hello and thank you for showing up and being here, gracing us with your presence today.
No problem,
we definitely
Daniel.
do appreciate it. I'm speaking to the one and only Miggy Spicy. There are so many AKAs for you. I don't even know if we can just continue
My name
on
is
with
so
them.
long that
Migdalia.
people just create nicknames out of them.
Yeah.
It's great. It's cool
Yeah.
and it's natural. I don't have to tell people what to call me. Everyone calls me Miggy.
See, that's it.
Or
It's
Miggy
Miggy,
Spicy.
Miggy Spicy.
Yeah.
I call her Migs every
Yeah.
once in a while. But it is a lovely Migdalia.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah,
Good evening.
You guys are in for a treat. She's
Yes.
very observant for this episode, which is how many episodes of Doctor Who so far is this for you?
Dos.
This is the second episode.
Número dos.
Second episode, but yet she was reading, researching, paying attention, pointed out stuff that I didn't even notice, which I'm like, bravo.
I mean, listen, I want to see Doctor Who, but everyone knows there's so much content on television. I have so many other things to catch up on, and I will definitely start on Doctor Who on Netflix very, very soon.
Of
So
course.
it's not like this was a show that I was disinterested in. I just don't have time.
Yeah, it's understandable. And I'm Daniel. You guys have seen me here before. Hello, hi, how you doing?
I thought you just started last week.
Well, I did actually. This is my first. Yeah, I've never seen Doctor Who before, so it's going to be very interesting to see how we review it. No,
Yes.
But what an episode!
I know.
It was a great episode. There are some milestones, actually, but we'll get to those in a moment. Just starting off the episode, I've got to say, it was pretty fun to actually see. As far as Missy just exiting the TARDIS and saying, "Hello, I am Doctor Who."
That wasn't the first thing that happened.
What was the first? Oh.
That little
as
fake
far as
out.
the whole fake out. Oh, yeah. That's right. You know what? Okay. I'm pissed off with the prologue because you guys start off with the prologue where the Doctor just walks right out of the TARDIS and falls down to his knees in the snow and his hands start to glow, and we know what that means. Regeneration. And immediately, it starts to kill his face and no! And then we get our cue and it starts up and I'm like, okay, so right off the bat, when is this going to take place? And I was like, oh great, we're going to have one of those Moffat moments.
Early cliffhanger.
We're going to have one of those Moffat moments, too, where it's like with the early cliffhanger and it's like 4 weeks prior or something like that. And you know what's interesting? They didn't give us a timeline for this episode at all. Like, they didn't say 2 weeks earlier, 5 minutes ago, anything. They just
I don't think it
went to
matters. Because you said this was a season finale, right?
Yeah.
So
it's a
essentially,
two-parter.
it doesn't matter. Doctor Who fans knows what happens at the end of the season, especially when you know an actor is not coming back.
Yep, it's regeneration time.
So it doesn't really matter how much time has passed. But which was funny too, because I was like, wait a minute, the last episode we watched together, there was the two same fake outs with the Doctor and with Bill.
That's right. Oh my God, that's right. We had a fake out of Bill dying, and we had a fake out of the Doctor regenerating. And then what happens on this one? Well, we have the Doctor with, I'm regenerating. And then after that, we have Bill with a hole in her chest midsection. And it's like, okay, so now we've got two fake outs. And I'm looking like, they did not just kill Bill. Like,
Kill Bill.
my continence dropped when I saw that. But
I know, Daniel was like,
I
I was just sitting there like, okay, we've played this before. I'm not falling for it again.
The world's smallest violin, Daniel.
Yeah.
That's what's playing right now.
And Daniel's like, no, I think it's like real. I think it's gonna happen this time.
I was so like,
And then it's just like the longest scene reveal of the Doctor turning, and then everyone's like, oh. I was just like, come on. And then, you see the freaking hole in her chest.
Yeah. She was like, oh my God, are you serious, Daniel? How long did you watch the show? Like, you know what's happening. And I did. It kind of hurt. It kind of hurt, though. But
I guess she's not coming back either next season?
Yeah. They say Bill may not be coming back.
Okay.
And we know Capaldi isn't. So it's just like, oh my gosh. So
then you're kind of like, yeah, this is probably real because these actors aren't coming back.
I'm wondering. So. But with that, I've got to ask, even though they didn't give us a timeline, my whole thing was still, okay, he walks out of the TARDIS and it looks like it's snowing. Maybe it's ash. I don't know. But it looked like there was snow on the floor, on the ground too. So it looks like it's snowing. So is his regeneration going to happen on the Christmas episode? If so, is this two-parter still? Yeah. Yeah, that's what they always do. They always have a Christmas episode. Like all British shows, BBC, they have like a Christmas. So that's going to be the big moment. And if it's going to happen, his regeneration is going to happen on the Christmas episode, this two-parter still won't have a full conclusion. We're not going to see a full conclusion all the way to... And that's the thing. I'm
BBC. That's why I can't stand the BBC. I love the shows. But number one, it takes 2 years for a season. I'm still waiting for Luther. I think that came out 3 years ago, the last season. It's just like, come on, these people are aging. They're busy.
They are, yeah.
Thank God Idris is cool for coming back 3 years later to do Luther.
Seriously. I'm so glad that's his baby, because if not, that show would have been like, well, I'm not doing this again.
It's just like, and then you make these diehard fans wait, we're in June. 6 months.
Yeah. Like, we have then because they're able to do it, America jumps on the bandwagon and says, well, sure, we'll do that too for like anything. Game of Thrones, The Walking Dead. Like, you're like, a whole freaking year? Breaking Bad did it to us. Like, everybody else does it because they're like, well, hey, the Brits can do it, so can we. No, that's not the answer. Brits, you can't do it anymore. That's what it should be. Like, no, they should have a restriction on them. But so far, I mean, that's my concern. But going into the episode, Missy comes out with her quibs really quick. She says, what does she say? I'm Doctor Who. She keeps running on with it. No, that's my name. My full name is Doctor Who, and blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. Just keeps poking at Bill.
Yeah, basically, it's almost like she's breaking a fourth wall, or at least she's speaking on the behalf of the audience here.
Exactly. It's like, well, no one ever knows his name. Well, why doesn't anyone know his name? His name is Doctor Who. That's why. He thought it was great, and then he took away the Who, and
I know why it's called Doctor Who. Right? Because I was like, wait, what does he call himself? And he's like, the Doctor. I was like, oh, that's why it's Doctor Who.
Yeah,
it's Doctor Who, not
exactly.
Doctor Who.
Like a literal question mark.
There should be a comma in there.
Oh, there you go. Doctor Who. That makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, grammatical.
See, I know how to read, so I read it the way it's supposed to be read.
There you go. Well, the Brits don't know anything about grammatical errors. They don't.
They're like, we don't have commas.
They're still worried about brushing their teeth properly. I don't even know. So, but moving on from it.
Oh my God, Daniel.
Mincemeat pie.
He's ready for a hashtag off the
I am, right? But I'm not going to be here. I'm not even here for it, so I have to say all these things now. Brexit.
About Brexit.
Oh my God! Well, you know what? We saw what he thinks about just even the gender roles or gender identities in this episode. I think he would be so pissed at Brexit. Like, really? You guys, you're going to be part of the same continent, but yet, we're not part of this country anymore.
There should be like a whole episode where they go back in time and fix it. And be like, the voters, so stupid.
That would be so good. They just had a vote recently, and it didn't turn out too well. And that's something to talk about later. But I love her little quips as far as what she was saying to him when she did mention exposition and comedic relief. That was a full-on, like you said, break of the fourth wall. Like, it was just like, here it is, knock that down and come right through. I made a doorway. Because that's literally what Bill is. Bill is exposition. Right. Anytime when the fans have questions or you need to fill in something, you can wait for Bill to go ahead and start giving answers. Like, she answered a little bit more concerning what Time Lords were and blah, blah, by just her discussion. And I love it. I love her using Bill this way as a tool for the show. Rebooting it this season is a great idea. This episode, I think, was probably the best of the season so far. I loved it. But what's happening in the chat right now?
Hey guys, over at YouTube. We're over here monitoring the YouTube channel here at that hashtag show. So let's say quick highs to Ryan You're still Ryan Ninja Steel Thomas to me.
Exactly.
Kat, hey, welcome.
Congratulations on graduation.
Congratulations, Brett Navy Brats. Charles Wright's with us. Gays Like Games.
I
love it. And I think that's Jalen Glover. Hey, what's up?
Jalen?
Darrell. Hey. Hey, Darrell.
What's up, Darrell?
Darrell. Jezzer.
Woo.
My main man over there. Two Fat Games.
Nice. We got a lot of people. We got a full. Who's that one?
Two Fat Games.
Oh, Two Fat Games. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, what's up? What's up, people? I'm glad you guys are here to at least watch the show with us. Let us know exactly what you guys thought about it. And as the comments go really quick, if you need to make sure that your comment stands out, go ahead and press the super chat feature. You'll see that little S down there, down below. Usually it can be the left or the right. I don't know. But it's underneath usually where you're right, and you'll see that
it's
S
like
right
the
there.
happy face.
Click on it. Yeah, exactly. You'll click that S because that S stands for support. You're able to go ahead and support us as we continue to bring you great content.
Yes.
You'll be able to just do
like
that in
tablecloths.
Yes, exactly. Look at this.
Look where the super chats go to.
See, we are working to make everything better for you. So help us out. Go ahead and hit us with that super chat if you need. Make sure that we can see that conversation.
Share this video.
Exactly. Make sure you do. And also check out our website. And we are partnering up with T Public. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, go to T Public and you can get to the hashtag show store right there on T Public. Once you open it up, type in that hashtag show in the search. It will bring you to our store. We have a lot of t-shirts there. This is one of them right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, right?
Oh my god, I like that.
It's a kind of Doctor
Adventure
Who,
Time?
also Doctor Who, Adventure Time, and Bill and Ted.
Okay, so I was
All
to say,
in
I was
one.
like, why are they
All
like...
in one. Like, I
like
love
it.
this. And so these are kind of the things that you can get, especially right there. And today is a great day to do it. We only got a few more hours left. We've got a great sale where it's only $14 a shirt. They're usually $20, guys. So
Good deal.
knocking that off. Go ahead and take advantage of it. If you haven't, take the time to. You'll find the shirt, you'll love it. And we have it for Doctor Who, we got it for Marvel, we got it for Disney, we've got anime on there. Any type of thing that we may even come remotely close to covering here, even gaming, there is a shirt for it, and you can get one. So you can look styling like me.
Yeah, especially guys if you go to conventions and you're like, I don't know what to wear, I'm going to cosplay, blah, blah, blah. I mean, get a super cool, unique shirt that no one's going to have instead of going to Target and getting a shirt that everyone else is going to have.
Yeah, exactly. So this way, when you're wearing it and people are like, oh, I love it, congratulations, you're rocking the only one. Then you can tell them when you got it, you're the trendsetter. That's always a great thing.
Right.
So, moving back into the show. Right now, hold on, what's happening?
$14. I can't wait to get a t-shirt.
Well, yeah.
There's a
yeah,
lot of
it's a great thing.
a lot of all caps
it's a
going
great-
on here.
Yeah, I'm like, my gosh, people are yelling at us when they talk. I appreciate it. We love it. But so moving on there from the episode, we run into George. Blue-faced man, but we don't know he's blue-faced at first in the screen. But we run into George, and we realize that we're on a giant ship, 400 feet, 400 miles long, 100 miles wide. So it's a colony ship, automatically, and it's stuck reversing out of a wormhole or a black hole.
Can you do that?
That's what
How
I
does
said.
the
I don't know.
physics
How
work
does that
on
work on that? I don't understand how that works. I thought once you're black
Like
hole.
time and space and... Okay.
Exactly.
But, you know, I
And
didn't have
that's
to take physics my senior year, so maybe I missed that.
Exactly.
Sorry.
I don't know. Maybe that's the part I didn't pay attention
Backing out of
to.
the
But the
black
doctor even mentions himself that by doing so, when they had that moment, that he was like, well, we're in a ship of this size, blah, blah. You tried to back out of a black hole, it's a matter of time. And when he says that, he's not saying it just as in that passing phrase, like, oh, it's just a matter of time. No, it's literally a matter of time and space when you have to deal with a black hole. Physics, blah, blah, yada, yada. So,
Charles wants to know if you like the doctor's meta joke about Saturdays. Because I missed
the
that.
meta, what was the meta joke about Saturdays? I'm sorry. Go ahead and
Yeah.
type it in for me so I can at least catch it and then figure it out again, because there was so much on the episode. We were trying to pay attention to a lot of what happened.
Two Fat Game says the same way time travel works. But how does time travel work? Exactly.
Is that your point? You're saying,
Exactly.
well, it doesn't. So is that the answer?
It doesn't
I'm
exist.
saying, I'm sorry. Project Almanac lets me know that's true. I refer to a horrible movie that just came out. That's going to be
It
great.
wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It's on Amazon, though. Let's be real. It's on Amazon Prime right now. But I love that movie.
That
Actually,
movie came out like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, who cares? No, actually, I'm watching it again. I'm going to go home and finish watching it. I don't know why. I just feel like time travel today. I really do.
No,
I feel like
Terminator
found
2,
footage. Well, I really
Back
feel
to
like
the
found
Future.
footage stuff. Like, I want to watch that, Cloverfield, and then Chronicle. That's my found footage films. And then after that, I'm going to start watching the freaking Haunting movie. I don't know. I forgot what that crap was.
So yeah, I think like in the beginning, she was just giving us that levity in the atmosphere because the rest of the episode was pretty creepy and intense and
Oh, man.
all over the place.
Man, jumping right into it. So Bill gets shot. Bill gets shot. George shoots her, and we have. Because
there was like some weirdos coming up the elevator.
Yeah, and they only come for humans, and that's so who's human? Who's human?
So that guy was
one
human.
Moment. Well,
because that's why he was freaking out. He didn't want to be discovered.
No,
the blue guy.
No, he said, and that's what I was trying to understand. Why did he care? Why did you worry? If they're coming for humans anyway, then they're just gonna come for her and take her. Mm-hmm. Why are you worried? And why did you have to shoot her before?
Yeah.
Like, that was a stupid thing, and I didn't get that either, because he said he was with other people, and they took all of them and left him. And he was like, oh, but they're very strong, so maybe they may have roughed him up and knocked him out, and he was afraid this time they may just actually kill me. That may have been his concern.
I'm sure someone in the chat here, or at least afterwards, would be like, hey, you stupid people.
Yeah, this is why. Well, that usually does happen with doctors.
We get called out at least once a week.
Hoovians always once a week are like, you're a bunch of idiots. And I'm like, thank you, I appreciate it.
Charles says the doctor was talking to Bill and said it's our normal Saturday routine.
Oh, yeah, where he said, no, so we're going to go and, kind of scan for distress calls or blah, blah, yada, yada, see what happens. It's going to be great, but we'll be doing it with Missy when he was telling her about that whole thing.
Right.
And, just our normal Saturdays. Yeah, I did like that. I like that. But did you guys notice, a little bit of cussing on this episode? With Missy saying where he was like,
did you clutch your pearls?
Yeah, I did. I was like, clutch my pearls. Because he just went straight over to her and he was like, are you human? And she says, don't be a bitch. And I was like, damn, Missy is like a writer. She is serious about hers, right? She's kind of like Migdalia.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you don't take crap. That's all I'm saying.
I don't. I walk in here, these people are razzing on me for like 20 minutes. I came here as a favor today.
She did. She's like, look, I didn't have to be here, and I hate all of you. Now shut up and let's do this show.
Okay. Why are you making me sound like Joan Crawford?
I love everyone.
Oh my god.
No, not even close. Not even close.
Two Fat Gain says Bill has been my favorite companion in a long time, and you've said that too, right?
Yeah, like I love Bill because one, she calls the doctor out on his shit. Two, besides that, she is exposition. She kind of tells us everything that's happening. We got a lot of more info. If you're not a big Whovian, you got to learn a little bit more. The two hearts, you got to find out about that from him. You got to find out Time Lords, they live for so long. You got to find out with regeneration, they can change, they can even change sex. And he says, I've known him. He was my first man crush about him. And I think I was a male too. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. And it's like, wait a minute. Whoa, pause. So that means at one time were you ever a woman? I don't know. Because he said, I think I was a male too. And then he says, then he gives that whole explanation about gender. And,
if he says man crush, usually people only say that because they're the same gender. Like
exactly.
Say, I have a girl crush.
No, but then after he said that, he said, and I think I was a man at that time. That's what he says. And I was like, wait a minute, so that means were you ever a woman? Is there a story that we don't know yet? That would be interesting. But, it could be hinting towards it. Could it not be? I don't really know.
But, during that time, wouldn't it have been one of the existing doctors already?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so then it's like, no, that's not the case. So
it just tells you that he could be a woman or a man.
Exactly.
But it just hasn't been a woman.
Yeah, not yet. So that makes sense. But he does give the whole speech about gender and, what's the point of it anyway, blah, blah, yada. And I was like, very enlightened. But so we discover that Bill, and they kept giving us hints, and I wish I figured it out even earlier that these were Cybermen, but they kept giving hints when it was just like, okay, they're going to repair her, and we're doing this, we're doing that, and then, but like, even the voices, like, I should have figured out with the Stephen Hawking box or whatever when they were like, kill me, I should have tried to figure it out then. But the whole thing where they were just like, kill me, like, that was creepy.
But they just wanted you to enjoy it, not try to
no, but it was still cool. It was still cool, because the reveal when you finally got it was great. But that whole thing, that was creepy, where it was like, just... It gave up. It gave up, and it was just like click, click, click. And she turns up the volume and he's, kill me. I was like, whoa, this got really dark really fast.
For sure.
Really fast. And then, but I did notice it when I saw that one of them was grabbing Bill and it had this little cap on. And I was like, this kind of looks like a Cyberman cap. And then you were just like, you just looked at me like, so cute.
Yeah, because you're like, oh,
so cute.
There's a thing. And I'm just like,
she's like, I guess. I don't know. And then when he pulls out and he says, this will go on your head. And I was like, that's a Cyberman thing. I'm freaking out at that moment. Like I nerded out. I was like jumping out of my seat, and it was just like here it is. Like, oh my god! Oh God, yes! I lost my. I think
you had a stroke, Dougie.
Woo! I just lost my shit because it was that good, guys. I knew it right there, and then there was no question about it from there. But then it was a question
what the hell just happened.
I mean, that was pretty good. That was amazing. I love watching this right on the body. We get a delay. I just see my body pass by and jiggle.
We totally need like a gag reel in this show.
We do. But that was so good for me. I loved it. It was like, all right, I kind of called it. And it's great seeing that now we've gotten Missy lining back up with the Cybermen. Because her first episode, 2013, Nightmare in Silver, she was, with the Cybermen. When we really revealed who she was and everything like that, her connection as far as the Master and the Doctor, it was then, Nightmare in Silver, and it comes full circle. She's back again, and now we already see that she's sided back with the new Master. Old Master. And I still don't know how that story's happening.
Both of them like
yeah. Well, the Doctor. This is a big point in history for Whovians because the Doctor has had his moments. Before you get really into it, I want to say this funny comment. Pat says, Daniel, by the way, and Migdalia can vouch for me, your Jersey accent sounds like a stereotypical accent people think we say here. Actually, no, it sounds like a stereotypical. I'm gonna say it right off the bat. Old Jewish woman that used to sit on the stoop.
Jersey, old North Jersey.
Yeah, it's definitely North Jersey. It's definitely North Jersey. Old Jersey woman.
Or Rhode Island.
Staten Island. It's Staten Island. No, I was in Staten Island, and that's where I'm from. And we used to have these old women on the stoop that grew up in Jersey,
that's
and
my best accent,
their thing was just like that was it. And they'd be like overtly racist. That was the whole thing. Like, she's, oh my God, and blah, blah, blah. And they say something slightly racist, and you're like, did no one else hear this? And they're just talking like, life is okay. Life is perfectly fine. You know what they say when you marry a black guy or something like, and then you're like, oh, here it comes. No matter what you say. And here comes, boom, and it's something like, you get the 3 S's or blah, blah, blah. And you're like, what is that? You're single, you're something, and you're single this, and you're stabbed. And you're like, what the are you serious? Like, you're a single mother, you're this, and you're stabbed. And you're like, did you just, like, what the F? And it's just like, yeah, I'm just telling you, that's what I heard. But, I mean, that's all I heard. It doesn't mean, like, it's actually really real or nothing, you know? Whatever. What do I know? I'm old. Like, they'll say that, and you're like,
yeah, no one
you
says
know
Joyzy.
Not to say that. Oh,
no one says that.
No one says Joyzy.
Daryl or Darrell, whatever your name is.
Staten Island people actually say Joyzy, which is horrible, and it depends where you are in Staten Island. Sunnyside, we don't have accents, but there are other parts of Staten Island, like if you're living over there on like Brady Ave, oh, you have like the worst accent ever. It's almost as bad as anyone from Boston, because that's like the worst accent in the world. Really, really. Like, I'm just saying, it's true. German
fucking
people when they speak, like people, like German people when they speak, it always scares me. I'm sorry. Like when
they speak my 8th grade German teacher scared the shit out of me. I couldn't even learn German because she was terrorizing everyone in the classroom.
Like you're like, oh, say something in German. They say "Faulful." They're like, "Umschlag mich bitte." You're like, why does it sound like that? No, that's the word. That's the word. Umschlag mich bitte. And you're like, why do you have to say it with so much vigor? Like you're going to stab me or something. And they're like, that's how you say it. In my head, oh God, freaks me out. Yeah, it freaks me out. Like, why is that? And yet they are the nicest people in the world. If you ever go to Germany, so nice.
Oh, I want to go to Germany.
All they want to do is live life to apologize for everything that they've done.
Oh my God, no, we're not going there.
It's so true.
We're not going there.
It's so nice.
So
I don't know why they feel that way.
Welcome to the chat.
I'm just saying, I don't know why they feel that way, because there's no reason for it. I mean, whatever happened then. You're not the same people.
Every time I tell my best friend, like, he's German, he's like, shh, don't say that out loud.
Oh, yeah, right. It's true. He's like, oh, he German. Don't say that. People will find out things. I don't want them to know. don't say these things. Are they under the stairs? Okay. Anyway.
We have a non-Bill fan here.
Ooh, whoa.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he isn't just. He says, or she says, I will one. I think Bill is too emotional. Amy called the doc out on this shit. I don't know who Amy is.
Okay,
maybe you do.
Amy is an older companion. And Amy did call the doctor out on the shit, but there was still the moment where Amy was kind of lost in the idea that maybe I could still be in love with the doctor, even though I've had a child that married him, and her name is River Song. So that's awkward. So I'm just being real. Also, she's the ginger, which means no soul. So with that being the case, I just say, Bill, I kind of enjoy a little bit. No, I'm playing. Amy did call the doctor out on the shit, and she was classic for doing so. That was true. I
like Bill too, but I think there's a lot of sexual tension going around between
Missy
and the doctor, and Bill and the doctor. And I'm asking now, you're like, how many people are in love on this show? Because I don't know if that's like unintentional or intentional.
Well, I don't know if it was sensual tension, but it was more of a for the doctor and Missy, I would say sexual tension and pining. But for Bill and the doctor, I feel it was more like possessiveness, where she was like, no, you're my doctor. I can totally you're not hers. Because she was like, she was almost doing it where it was going to be an ultimatum of pick me or her. And I'm like, whoa. And he's like, how he was even trying to address that, like, how is this happening where she's the only person like me? Yeah, and
she was taken aback.
She got hurt when he said that, but it was like, how are you going to respond to that? Because it's true. She is the only person that he knows is like him. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, are you a Time Lord? Do you have 2 hearts? Do you live this long? And blah, blah. No, you haven't. So shut your effing mouth. And so Bill did, she is kind of emotional in that way. I agree with you.
I mean, she's a woman. She has emotions. That doesn't make you emotional.
No, but I love the fact that still Bill is so smart. She figures things out quicker than almost any other companion so far besides Donna and Moments. I really think she does, and I love to see it in that way. Like, the way her mind works, the way they've written her. She is so smart, and it's sad that we're only going to get to see her for just this season.
Because I like Bill too, and usually I don't like female sidekick companions like that, right? Because they only serve 2 purposes, whether to be straight exposition or to serve the man, to be the love interest.
Yeah, it's a romantic foil. Yeah. That's it, usually. And this is a case where it's not going to happen, because Bill's like, sorry, that doesn't do it for me. Mm-hmm. So she's like,
I think they have good chemistry, Missy. And that's what really makes them a good pair. And I can see how she's not that well. I mean, I don't know. From the 2 episodes, she is like just a couple of notes. Mm-hmm. But they have such good chemistry together that I like watching them.
Yeah.
I do like watching them.
Their chemistry is it's very important, and it's chemistry that I think we have been looking to see with the Doctor and his actual companion.
That's the only way this works. It's a formula.
And I know you say you may not like her, but I definitely dig her, and a lot of fans are saying they do. But there are some that are saying they hate her. And I can understand that too. But going into the episode, speaking of just companions, let's talk about the Master for a bit. The Master tricked us in this episode and showed up as Mr. Razor. And
he didn't trick me.
Yeah, see, there you go.
I knew the whole time.
She figured it out so quick. She figured out the Mr. Razor kind of anagram, mixing it up and everything like that.
I'm really good at anagrams.
So good. So good at that. And she was like, wait. And I told her about the whole Mr. Saxon, et cetera, and she was like,
Mr. Saxo Beat?
There you go. And she figured it out so quick, and she was like, he's not real. Like, something about him. It's not. Yeah, and sure enough, when he was ready, and before he even got to say the word, being a prime minister or disguises, she was like, oh, he's the Master. Sure enough, boom, here it is. So with that, and he says, I'm worried about the future me. Let's have a kiss. Mm-hmm. Give me a kiss or whatever like that. And during that time that he's with her, he had to convince her and give her a whole breakdown of exactly who he was and who she is supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Because she walks in convinced, lines herself up with the classic old school freaking Cyberman, and ready to go.
Cybermen, which look like those that Rocket Man.
Oh yeah, exactly. Man,
these things are freaky as
man.
hell.
Yeah, right? And these classic ones, I never thought that I'd have a moment where I saw the classic Cybermen and it did give that kind of, not a chill, but just like, oh, that's creepy. Like, out of the old ones you look at like, oh, it's creepy because you guys tried to pass that for something on a show. Like, really? How low was your budget? That's what it used to be. Now you look at it and you're like, oh, dude. Old school
nostalgia.
Cybermen.
That's because we're all about nostalgia.
Yeah, come on. I mean, also, the first time we ever saw the Cybermen on their planet too, which is the twin planet of Earth. I forgot what it starts with an M. Someone help me out.
Mondurus.
Mondurus. Yeah, there you go. And the first time we ever saw them was there on their planet in the creation. Well, they've already existed by that time, but it was Hartnell's last episode. So it's kind of fitting that now we're coming again full circle and it's going to be Capaldi's last episodes. And what are we dealing with? Cybermen. So it's like, oh man, everything is just connecting on top of connecting on top of connecting. And I'm just trying to figure out, so did the Master even plan this whole thing to some extent or what? I want to know. Because the Master does take his time with planning his kind of events. But what it does seem like is, well, so is the Master responsible for the Cybermen?
I don't know.
He's had connections with the Cybermen now twice. Once is Missy and now this. I don't know. It's a good question, but what's happening in the chat?
Rhett Navy Brat asks, Daniel, have you ever seen the 10th Planet?
Well, there you go. That's the episode I was just talking about right now. That was Hartnell's last episode. And that's where we first got to see the Cybermen. Yeah, definitely. I have. It's old school, black and white. Not crazy about things that don't have color. But yeah, I saw it. It was good for what it was then.
Charles Wright has a theory. My theory is that the ship is where the Promised Land started, the Master after he regenerated on there. Got the idea to continue to turn people into Cybermen and upgrade them as time went on. So the ship is where the Promised Land started.
I like that. Ooh.
Ooh,
okay. Bravo, Charles. Bravo. No, all I'm going to say is bravo. I love the theories. Anyone else got any theories? Go ahead and throw them out. We love to hear them. And even if we're done with the
highlighted with a super chat.
That would be best. This way we'll be able to point it out. But this episode did so much for us. It fortified the relationship between the Doctor and Bill and let us know where Bill did see their connection to their relationship. It kind of broke the fourth wall, which we got to see, and let us know exactly, well, what Moffat does think about the Doctor Who name.
And this is his last
season, exactly.
Right?
So it's kind of him poking at, sticking his tongue out at the whole title itself, and he does kind of find it ridiculous. That's why he does it that way. He said that before. Like, I kind of find it ridiculous that we don't have a name for him yet. It's been 50 years. Can we have a name?
Doctor Who? No.
Moffat said that, right. But I'm like, that is the whole point of the series too. But he's like, wow, how long can we go with one joke?
The unnamed protagonist.
Yeah.
Well, they've gone 50 years.
50 years.
No, I haven't heard anyone complain about
it. Exactly. But Moffat did say that once in an interview, and it's just like, every once in a while, Moffat does kind of say stuff where he's like, let's dismantle this thing. And you're like, why do you have to be that guy? But he loves to do that stuff. So that was him just kind of, sticking his finger at the...
He's only the showrunner. He wasn't the show creator, right?
Exactly. Yeah, so he kind of sticks his tongue out the establishment and likes to be a punk, like in that way. But we get that. We get to understand exactly, well, how we've always asked the question even before, what would the Master think of seeing this iteration of himself? And now we get to see that, where Missy meets the Master, which we knew was coming up, but it's so great to actually see it come to fruition in this way, because there's so much that we can expect to happen. What do you think may happen next? I know it's like, hey, I don't know everything about Doctor Who, but
I don't know, but I guess if the actress playing Bill's not coming back, I guess she's gonna stay one of those cyber people, or like be Mercy killed or something. I don't know.
Oh, geez, she did have the cry. She did have the tear.
Somehow her tear jumped from her eye.
Oh my!
Somehow her tear jumped from her eye and came out of the other side of that outer socket
I did love it. Oh, wait, we have a super
chat.
Well, thank you very much. What is that? What is that?
Two Fat Games.
Two Fat Games. Thank you very much. We appreciate
it.
I thought maybe you'd have a comment with it, but it's fine. We appreciate.
You could have made Daniel do a headstand,
well, that's not gonna happen.
That's speak backwards, or juggle. Guys, super chat. We have to highlight your comment, and we have to do what you say.
Yeah, I love how it was like we can make Daniel.
Except I'm excluded from that.
Yeah. Wow.
I made up the rules.
That is true, guys. You guys can ask for stuff on super chat, and we can try to see about making that happen.
I-Will-One says we haven't had an episode Doctor regeneration since the 9th. Every other number since then did it at Christmas. So,
that's very true. Yeah, well,
that's bullshit. Sorry.
But I think that's what's gonna happen.
You said there are 2 episodes. You know the Doctor's gonna regenerate. You gotta wait 6 months because they're not done the contract negotiations for the new actor. I don't like this BBC.
I call shenanigans.
Sweet time.
I call shenanigans on the BBC. That's it. I think they've trained Whovians enough to be like, don't be pissed because it's just going to happen anyway. But anyone else, like, that's interesting. For a new take on the inside, you're just like, wait, so they would really do that to us? Like, oh, we're going to hint that he's going to regenerate. So we know it's going to be at some time stepping out of the TARDIS. There's snow. Wait, it may be Christmas? You're going to make me wait 6 months so I can see him turn into somebody else at the end of an episode, possibly?
Now, do you guys know who the Doctor is before they regenerate in the Christmas specials, right? You guys known about Peter before Peter?
Yeah, you know what? That's weird. The way it is because it always ends up leaking before, and everybody's like, "Oh, great!" And then they have to do the whole thing of, "Yeah, it is this person." Like literally 2 or 3 days before the episode happens, and they always make it convenient where they're like, "Oh, we'll just do some special where we say hello to the new." Oh man, another super chat.
2 Fat Games.
You are killing it.
Thank you.
Killing it. It's like
we love it. Right? We love the support, guys. Anything helps. Okay. So
yes,
thank
exactly,
you so much.
Exactly, because I am going to buy some McDonald's later, so I appreciate it.
He's going to buy $1 cheeseburger. With that.
Not even, because they're like $1, $10, $25. You're like, what? The price is on the can though.
$4.
It's like the Arizona cans when you go in there. The price is on the can though. It's
so
like
was that yes or no?
Sir.
Because Charles Wright answered this in one sentence. They kept the new Doctor a secret so far.
Well, so
far,
but once again, like I'm saying, 2 or 3 days before, we already always know exactly who it is. Then they do some stupid episode where they do like a countdown right before, and we're ready to say hello to Capaldi for blah blah blah. Like that's what they did. Knew. Yeah, well, we knew about Capaldi before it actually happened, and then so we saw his eyes for a moment on that thing before, and then when it came to Matt Smith, they did the same thing where it's conveniently got leaked. They always leak it because people are there watching them when they shoot on set, and they're like, "Oh, well, that's Doctor Who. Here's this new guy in front of a TARDIS that's dressed in some weird ass way." So they kind of put it together pretty quick. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? They don't do closed sets.
2 Fat Games is having a little trouble attaching the comment to the super chat, so we'll just say something and we'll point it out and we'll shout it out.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll look out for you.
Our producer will get back to you with an answer on that because I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of usually what you do. You type in the words and then you click on the support button then. And then it should be fine. Boom. If not, you'll click on the support button and the little box will come up in a color. Then you'll type in the words, and as you type in the words, it will be like, all right, well, great. Here you go. This is how much you're supporting, and then you say yes or no. That's all. But hold on, what's happening there?
What, I-Will-One?
Yeah.
I-Will-One says, I want to be surprised for who it is and which title they take, like when the first episode with Clara the Daleks told him about the doc about his other names.
I like that. That makes sense. I mean, it does depend. You're in for a ride if you choose to continue watching Doctor Who right now, because this is a time of change, 1. And 2, a lot has happened. We've already had our 50th anniversary, so now it's just kind of like caution to the wind. We're changing who the showrunner is, so a lot of things are looking to change, and we'll see a new ethic when it comes to Doctor Who. So if you want to jump on, now's the time.
Yeah.
Really, now's the time. You can watch the first episode of the season, then probably the midway point, and then these last 2. You don't have to watch everything if you don't want to, if you're just in a rush. But this season wasn't too bad, but the Missy stuff was what I wanted to see.
Well, Two Fats comments was, oh, well, anyway, I'm going to miss Capaldi and Bill. Also, there was so much timey-wimey this episode.
Yeah, there was. Like, we had so many, like, oh, okay, now 2 days earlier, 3 days earlier, whatever day, and they didn't tell us when, but they just kind of did it. And I like how they didn't take our intelligence for granted with it, where they're like, look, we're just going to go ahead and give you a flashback and give you some answers and stuff. You'll like it, you'll watch it, you'll love it, and we're going to move on.
Trust your audience.
There you go. And it's sad that it took Moffat this long to have the moment where he's like, oh, I finally trust them. I'm leaving, so now I trust them. Come on. But with that, I think we've done pretty well as far as breaking down the episode, telling you exactly what we thought, how we felt about the episode and the show so far. Oh, whoa, there goes another super chat.
Tom Craven coming out of nowhere.
Look at that, look, knocking it out of the park. What does he have to say here?
Love the fact that the Master and Missy can exist at the same time. All the other times the Doctor met himself was usually a special, i.e. the Fifth Doctor.
That's very true, and that is correct. But the thing is, we've had so many moments where the Doctor has actually met himself before. We've had the Fifth Doctor, we had the 3 Doctors, we had the 4 Doctors. Literally, episodes named this when it was that's how many Doctors there were. So for this time, actually getting to see the Missy or the Master get into his own timeline, it becomes big. It's history for Whovians. And since it's not the Master's show, it's not going to happen in the special, but it does happen in the finale when we are saying goodbye to Capaldi. Yeah. So,
and I'm sure they go over this when you do your season finale wrap-up.
Yeah.
Who would you like to see as the companion and the Doctor?
Well, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. That guy who plays Lucifer on that show on Fox, a lot of people have been pointing out saying they would be great to see him. There was some kind of artwork that they did where they used they took a clip art from a scene of Lucifer and took him out of this shot, placed him there on a matte finish background of looking over Gallifrey, and it was like Doctor Who is the next Doctor, blah blah, and it was a BBC story, and everyone ran crazy with it, and they were like, I noticed that clip, that's from Lucifer. And then it just started talking about, oh, he would be great if he actually does, but Lucifer isn't ending yet, so it's like, is he going to do 2 shows? How's that going to work? I don't know.
Also 2 different continents.
Exactly. How's that going to work out? So, but I would love to see him as a Doctor. I feel he would be a great touch because he's got this brooding kind of thing where it's like taking a bit of what Eccleston was, having the handsome guy, which is kind of like a Tenet kind of thing, putting that all together. It would be great to see. So that's who I would love to see. As far as a companion, I don't know, sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit. We'd love to know who you guys would think would be great for the next Doctor and the next companion. Make sure to tell us this.
I think me and Idris Elba would make a great team.
You know what? I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Idris Elba and you.
We should be in the Christmas special. We break so many barriers together, including the one leading to the bedroom. But I'm not going to...
Hey, you know what? I mean, he was married to River Song, but she is dead now, so he has to move on. Why not move on to a companion that you can trust? Ladies and gentlemen, let's make this happen. Let's say Miggy for companion.
Yes.
Just go ahead and make that hashtag Miggy for companion, guys. Let's make it happen.
And tweet it to Idris Elba and Stephen Moffat.
To Idris Elba. There you go. Well, yeah, Moffat's like, what do I care? I'm not here anymore. He'll say
he has stake in it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking we can get this done. Can you do a British accent?
I'll work on it.
Oh, God. Well.
I can't do it, I'm laughing.
Well, she can't because she's laughing, but I think she's got it nailed, guys. So hashtag Miggy for companion. We can get that to happen. That would be huge. So
or they can get a dub version like they do on Asian shows.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Animes.
You just go, and then it's like, oh my God.
Why can't you be American? I could be like a transfer or something.
There you go, and that makes it even different because it's like, oh my God, the continent's coming together.
I'm a Jersey girl. I'm basically British. on one of the original
I like that.
colonies.
I like that.
We're New Jersey. There's a Jersey over there.
There you go. There you go. That's the answer for it right there. So that makes more sense to me.
So, guys, we will still continue with our little, like, I don't know what to call it, ridiculousness.
Yeah.
What? So you're not joining us for that hashtag After Dark?
Sorry. I wish I could, but I gotta go somewhere, so I can't. Who knows? I don't know.
So I don't know who's gonna be on the show with me. I guess Joseph and I don't know.
Daryl. I believe
Who?
so. Oh, you know Daryl?
I don't know him.
You don't know Daryl? Jeez, that's weird.
Like, or Ash or anybody.
Yeah. Nice. Wow.
All right. Well, Daniel won't be joining us, but about like 30 to 45 minutes, guys, we're gonna be back here.
Yeah.
For our hashtag After Dark show. So take a break. Take a snack break.
Yeah,
take a
and then
Doctor Who
after
break.
that, take a Doctor Who break. You know, go over it, comment on the page. Make sure to leave your comments. Oh my goodness! Wait a minute. Wait. Daniel, do a handstand while naming the doctors. Okay, here it goes.
Oh my God!
Ready? My hands are standing. And Doctor number 1, Doctor number 2, Doctor number 3, Doctor number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Also, there's the War Doctor, and then the Valiard also. Boom!
I think he was talking about the actors.
Well, sorry, I don't have time for that. The show's at the end. Sorry, guys. It was such a great time being with you guys. We definitely appreciate it. Thank you for honoring us by even watching, and it's an honor for us to even be here to talk to you guys about Doctor Who. Daryl, still nonetheless. Yes, Daryl, nonetheless, I love you, man. You're still amazing. You are great. You will be here soon. Hopefully, don't and stop texting while driving. It's dangerous, dude. Okay, that's not something that we need. Oh my goodness. I mean, come on. You know.
How uneducated can you be?
You know he had a driver though, right? Because he had the driver because he's a voice actor.
Mr. Voice actor.
Yeah, so he doesn't drive. He's like,
oh yeah.
Go here, Jeeves, and he's like, yes sir.
Does he use the Black Butler? Is
Ooh.
the Black Butler an actual Black Butler?
Yeah. Oh wow.
Or the Forrest Whitaker from the Butler?
Oh god. He's like, look at me, and he's Forrest Whitaker's like, I am. And it's like, I can't tell because you're.
Don't talk about Forrest Whitaker like that. Okay, all right. Our third goodbye.
All right, guys. So, where can they find you?
You'll find me in 45 minutes to an
Boom.
hour.
That's right. What about social media?
Miggy Spicy. I plead the fifth.
Miggy Spicy. Find her on Instagram, guys, and then from there, find her everywhere else. I'm the real J_Rome on everywhere except for Facebook, because Facebook will not believe in underscores. Fight the underscore, guys.
You need
I say bring it up there.
That.
Yeah, I would say Facebook doesn't allow underscores, I guess, for me. But you can just find me on Facebook under the real J_Rome. And with that, I think we're done. And I want to say goodbye and Alonzi to all of you.
This is a song that never ends, 'cause
it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing and I know